What is up, everyone? It's your boy Infrar-Ed. Welcome to the Scout Reports. Today I'm bringing you an anime review of Berserk 2016, Episode 4. We're here. We're in Episode 4. If you're still along for the ride, I would assume you're going to be here for the long haul just like me, as there's no turning back now. We are both feet into the Tower of Conviction arc with this episode, and I don't think the series can afford to go back and fill in any gaps that we've missed from the Black Swordsman arc or the Lost Children that isn't going to get adapted. That's water under the bridge right now, as we just need to move forward. Even though I do feel sorry for the anime onlys that are watching this series or may not have seen the 1997 series or may have just seen the movies, as there are a lot of things that are unexplained, even though they did bring in Kentaro to kind of sew things up in episode 3, as he did write that episode to kind of sew things up between Lost Children, Black Swordsman, and where we're going for conviction. However, there are still some things left unsaid, and they're just gonna have to be left unsaid, like how Guts got the dragon sword, how he got the mechanical arm. I mean, they go over it in this episode, but it would have been nice to see how he got it completely, because that was done so masterfully well, instead of just like a cheap couple of seconds of a flashback that we got in this episode. And some of the people that Gus interacted with in this episode, honestly, if you didn't read the manga, you would probably look like, why should you even care? As a majority of this episode dealt with Guts going back to the cabin where Rickard, a little girl by the name of Erica, and the blacksmith Godo are, and he's been gone for 2 years on his crusade to find Griffith and get revenge for what he did to the Band of the Hawk and everything that happened in the eclipse, only to come back to find that Casca, whose mind is completely gone, has ran away. She's gone. They can't find her. They've been looking for her for maybe about a month or two. As Erica says, she took her out one day to harvest, to go get some food or something in the woods, and she got away. They couldn't find her. Naturally, Gus is pissed about this, but at the same time, Erica also chimes in, as well as Godo and pretty much everybody else, by saying, this is as much as your fault as it is ours, Gus, because you are the one that left. You are the one who saw the type of condition that she's in. You are all that she has, and you decide to go on this path for revenge and leave her behind. So you can't put all of the blame on us, because you left your responsibility on us to watch after her. And this is where things pretty much start to kind of mellow down, as we found out that Godo, he's dying. I mean, he's old, and we get to see a little bit of compassion from Guts, because overall he's still Guts. He still cares about people and everything. It's just what he went through with the eclipse and the things that he sees. He just comes off to people that he don't know already as, kind of a jerk or a hard ass. But people that he's been with, broke bread with, and had interaction with, you can still see that he cares about them very much. As he even asked Godo, he was like, he doesn't believe that man that he sees this strong can't be in this weak state. He's like, is it a curse or something? Did somebody do something to you? He's like, nah, my boy, it's just old age. I'm dying. It's gonna happen. And he's been training Rickard as his pretty much as his mentee, or to take over this blacksmith job for Godo, as Rickard has been pretty much tirelessly learning and training his craft. He's kind of gotten over the eclipse because he wasn't there. He was just at the cusp of the eclipse and couldn't get in, so he didn't experience everything that the people of the Band of the Hawk went through, what Gus went through, what Casca went through. But it still hurts him more or less, as one of the most powerful points of this episode is Rickard has made a sword for every one of the Band of the Hawk members that's died. He's made like a graveyard of them, and it was just beautiful to see all those swords laid out. It was beautiful and sad, and it also gave Guts a little bit more inspiration, as he was starting to question some things in this episode as we get into the meat of it, of what's going on with himself and what's going on with him in the future. This all goes back to the conversation that Gus had with Godo, as he looks at the dragon sword and says, boy, you must have been fighting with this thing day in and day out, 24/7 since you left here. And Gus has. I mean, Guts is destined to fight these demons until he died because of the mark on his neck. And because of that, you can't really blame him for leaving, because he's only going to bring danger to everybody else. For the manga readers, that's how he got the dragon sword anyway. Some demons tried to come and get him, and he pretty much took it out with the dragon sword. That's how he got it. I don't remember if we saw that or not. I really don't. But that's the path that Guts decided to go down. But Godo is also saying that, if you're not careful, you're going to turn to the same monster or the same monsters that you're trying to hunt. And that's a huge foreshadow for the things that's going on with Guts in this episode, as Gordo kind of tells Guts that you should cherish what you have. You lost everyone in that eclipse. You were betrayed. Yeah, I know it hurts, it sucks. I can't imagine what you went through, but you still have Rickard, you still have Casca, and you should value them over everything. You shouldn't have left them. But at the same time, again, you can see why Guts did what he did, because they're never going to be safe with him around. Like, even when he's sleeping, he's haunted by dreams of the eclipse and the things coming to get him. He's seeing this baby, which again is something else really big that we kind of skipped over, and I don't know if they're going to get to it, so I don't want to spoil it for people. But he's seeing like this fetus show up and talking to him in his dreams. He's seeing Casca on a stake on fire. That's leading to some things right there. But the biggest thing that Guts sees is it's a black wolf spirit, like a manifestation that is this inner rage that is talking to him, basically telling him to give in to the hate, give in to the pain, give in to the rage, and destroy everything around you. As this black dog, the beast of destruction, is a very big part of what's coming up in the future. And manga readers know what's up with this thing as well. And we kind of skip seeing this beast within Guts come up more and more, as it's going to manifest itself in a very big way later on in the series. So Guts is pretty much going to go ahead and try to find Casca, as he's seen a vision of her being in danger in his dreams, and he's going to go try to find out where she is. Before he leaves, Gordo does fix up the dragon sword for him. He rebuffs it for him, and he also gets the iconic black armor that we all know and love, as well as some new weapons. He gets a better crossbow, he gets a better cannon on his arm, as he's going to head off. And this is where we get to meet Mozgus the Mad, the crazy inquisitor. This guy, and did he show up or what? As he's definitely one of the most compelling villains in Berserk, as he can go 0 to 100 in no time. And if you don't agree with what he says, he's straight up gonna knock you upside the head with a damn Bible, because I've never seen a Bible been used like that before, especially to kill someone. This guy is nuts. He's bananas. And basically what's going on with him, he is going to be the big bad of this arc. And he is the leader of the Holy See, you know, a religion of people that Farnese and the Holy Iron Chain Knights are under. That's their superior, as they're making their way to this Tower of Conviction. And they are ambushed by some refugees, people who don't agree with Mozgus's way of his religion, what he's doing, the Holy See. They don't like anything that he's about. And what do you do with people who don't agree with your religion? You knock them over the damn head with a Bible, and you torture the hell out of them if you're Mozgus. And that's what he decides to do, as these people who he sees, who he feels ardent true believers, he takes them in, and he got some straight up goons that torture these people in all types of gruesome ways. I mean, it's like they're pulling out eyes, they're ripping people apart. It's a guy that got a big old wheel, and he's crushing their arms and their legs. And when he's done with them, he hangs them up on display and shows them to everybody as an example, as I am not somebody that you need to mess with. Bow down to my way and the Holy See, or you're going to be just like these people up here, is pretty much what he tells anybody that tries to oppose him as they make their way on. Their prophecy is that a silver hawk will return, and that's what they're waiting on. That's what they're trying to make come to fruition, and we all know who that silver hawk is in this sense. And something else interesting that happens in this episode is with Farnese, we do see that darkness that I was talking about in last episode, when the demon possessed her and said that you like seeing people get hurt, you like torturing people, and with you being that dark, your God would never love you. But seeing how Mozgus is and how he likes to torture people, I'm not sure how real it is. And she was literally getting off on seeing these people get hurt and tortured. However, Azan and Serpico, they wasn't cool with it. They were just kind of, they accept it because this is who they follow, but they are definitely not enjoying it like how Farnese was, as these guys are now heading towards the Tower of Conviction. We are now right into this arc. This is our big bad, and he is going to be crazy, I can assure you that. But before we get there, we do see that this village of refugees is where Casca ended up as well, and they were actually going to do the same thing with her. They were going to take her and torture her and do whatever too, just because she was there. However, she is protected by a woman by the name of Luca, who says, look at her, can't you tell that something's not right with her? Please spare her. Casca's basically just a mumbling, drooling mess. she's like a brainless child just running around as Luca takes her away, and that takes us out of the episode. And again, the episodes are getting better and better. Episode 3 was better than episode 2. Episode 4 was better than episode 3. And this is a type of episode that we needed, as we took some time to get to know Guts a little bit more as far as where he is after the eclipse and the type of person that he is. And we are heading into easily one of the most best arcs of Berserk overall. So I'm excited to keep going, and I hope you guys are excited as well, and I will see you guys next week on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. As I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thank you for stopping by. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content for you to indulge on this channel. And please let me know what you thought of the episode in your comments. Are you still liking the series? Are you gonna drop it? Definitely let me know, and I will be sure to respond as soon as I can. So on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and close it here. It's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.